What's up, y'all? So I'm doing part three of lesson six because once again it got cut off. So there's going to be this is the third part to unit five, lesson six, and we're talking about function notation uh, using Desmos. It's going to be really simple, so I'm going to share my screen and show you all basically how we would do this. So this is coming from your workbook, page 61. Utilize this. I'm pretty sure you all will take advantage of this. So let's go here. Let's start this broadcast. And let's first show you the actual slide, the activity, right? So it says the function b is defined by the equation b of x equals 10x plus 25. Use graphing technology to find the value of each expression, right? So I'm going to switch screens and I'm going to go to Desmos, right? So let's clear this out because I had this in Desmos last night when I was recording this. As you can see, it's a totally new day. So the first thing I want you to see is we're going to write the function b of x equals 10x plus 25. And we're going to write it in there, right? So then question says find the value of each expression, right? So we can say b of 6, and notice it tells me 85. So in 1a, you'll get 85, right? If we look at 1b, 1c, well, let me show you this first. So if we want to see like just a list of the whole numbers, then we can actually do this, right? So this is a table of values. I don't know if you can actually, you can zoom in on it. So this table of values tells me basically when x is -2, b is 5. When x is -1, b is 15. When x is 0, b is 25, so on and so forth, right? But I want you to also see how we can actually just put in values. So, for example, in question B, it tells us to find b of 2.75. All right, and as you can see, it's 52.5. If we want to find C, B of 1.482, boom. Okay, it's 39.82. Now, another thing that we can do when we're looking at these is we notice, let's just say if I came up with a arbitrary value of B. So let's say if I wanted to find B of, we can zoom in and zoom out. So let's zoom out. So let's say if I wanted to find B of, I'm dragging this down. Let's say if I wanted to find B of 8, right? Well, I can click on 8. B of 8, as you can see, is, wait, it's moving. B of 8, as you can see, is 105. So you can click anywhere on the line to find out what that value of f of x is as well. So remember, x is going to be your input value, y is going to be your output value. Now, when I look at part 2 of this, right? So now part 2, it says that b of x equals 93, right? So remember, that's the output. So it's saying the output for some x value is 93. The output for some x value is 42.1. So we want to look at how can we do this, okay? So I'm going to clear this other stuff out, and I'm going to show you one way we can do this. We keep our main function in there, and so for number 2a, when b of x equals 93, right, let's type in y equals 93, because remember, b of x is that output. So then we just figure out what the point of intersection is. And as you can see, when the output, when y is 93, x is 6.8. So the answer to number 2a would be 6.8. Okay. Let's say if I wanted to say, well, 2b, we'll type in y equals 42.1. Notice I'm looking for that point of intersection of these two lines, okay? So the blue line is the output value that they gave us, and then we already have the input line. So here for B, when B of X is equal to 42.1, X has to be 1.71. All right. We can do the same thing. We can say part C, 2C says B of X equals negative 78. So I'm going to say Y equals negative 78. Now, this one, we got to move it around a little bit because let's see. Let's zoom in. There we go. We can zoom out. So boom, negative 10.3. Okay. So it's negative 10.3 when B of X is equal to negative 78. And last but not least, let's do it when Y equals 116.25. As you can see, then X equals 9.125. So the X value is 9.125. So this is how you use Desmos to find. This is how you use Desmos to find these values, right? Remember, there's a difference in part one. You got to put the function in, but part one is giving us the input. Okay, so if we're going to look for it on that line, you can either type it in B of X, B of 5, B of 6, whatever it is. But in part two, it says solve each equation, right? But you're using you can solve it by hand, or you can simply use the graphing utility to find that value. Okay, the purpose of this lesson is for you to do it using the graphing utility. If you have any questions, please make sure you write these in your workbook. But hopefully this helps. I know you all like utilizing Desmos. Remember, you still need to be able to do these by hand if it gives you the input or the output. That's going to be an important part of this lesson. So thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, I got the solutions to